Is it a public university or private university?
It is not fully public, it is not fully private. 10,500 for the entire 18-month course. And legally, 20 hours a student could work hourly basis per hour, 11.25 euro. After
Okay.
tax, it would be 9.25 or 9.45. LinkedIn, Indeed, Welcome to the Jungle. There's a lot of sites to apply. CAF, which covers 30 to 40% of your rent. I dropped my CV in 200 plus companies. If you really want to do a master's abroad, definitely give a direct recommendation of.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Edamox Alumni Spotlight. I'm Tara. In this series, we bring you real student experiences and no sugarcoating so you can make smarter decisions about studying abroad. So, our guest is pursuing an 18th-month MSc in Management with specialization in Information Systems. So, this episode is all about what the program structure is in France and how are the public universities compared to the private universities. We even talk about the part-time job. If you're watching us on YouTube, you will find chapters in the description. All right, let's get into it. Hi Kirtana, thank you for joining us. So how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Tara. What about you?
Yeah, doing good. So for everyone who wanna get to know about you, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Kirtana Armugam, born and brought up in Chennai, and I did my bachelor in electronic and communication engineering. I'm completely from an engineering background, and I dream to be in the field of engineering. Back in India, I want to be in electronic and communication engineering, but right now I'm currently doing IT. Based on the future current need, IT is very important. So I just shifted my course into IT. So I'm doing Masters in Management of Technology Information System in Paris. Almost 1 year done. My course was an 18-month course, which is 2 semester and 6 months of internship. So now I'm in the phase of finding an internship and I'm doing it.
So is it a public university or private university?
The university was under Public University of Gustav, and the course is taught in English. It was a combination of both public and private. It is not fully public, it is not fully private. So it's a combination course.
Okay, so how do we find that? We know there are only two classifications like public or private.
Okay, so my university is not like business school. It was completely designed for a field of engineering. There is a lot of engineering courses are taught under government. But when my course, which is an international course taught by English professors, they were hired by the private team. So it's a lot. And I heard that they got funds from the government. The University of Gustav got funds from the government for the SIE Paris, and it has 3 branches. One is in Center Paris, mine is in Noisy-le-Grand. Before choosing this course, I did a lot of research. This is something for my life, so that I do like 200% of research. For that, I choose this course.
So how was the admission process? You had any entrance exams or any kind of English test?
Yeah. So my college, if you are from a English background, you don't need to give any kind of English exam. For example, I did all my education from preschool till my bachelor's. I did everything in English. So they just want me to produce one certificate stating I did all my courses in English. But people from a non-English background, people from another country, they don't study English. They need to write IELTS exam and they have to score more than 6.5 or they can take TOEFL. So I just produced one certificate because in India we can get that from our education institute. With that certificate, we could do our masters, English master in any part of Europe. We don't need to give another English exam.
Okay. So apart from it, you had any other entrance exams like GMAT? Or...
No, we have an one-on-one interview with the course head. So during that interview, she's asked a very basic question: why you want to be in Paris and why you choose this course and what are all the things you did and how you are fit for the course, and about your previous experience and education things. Even she asked me one question: you're from electronic and communication background, why you want to jump into IT, what made you to navigate to IT? And I explained to her. She felt okay, and after 4 days they will give me the offer letter. Then the fees process and all goes on after that.
Okay. Was your like total tuition fee, and did you get any scholarship?
So my total tuition fee was 10,500, and I could get a scholarship. Even I applied for that, but due to my SOPs and all, it does not get selected. But for my college, we can get half of the tuition fees and the living expensive. Everything comes under a scholarship. Even we can get a scholarship through Campus Fronts of India. Like even I tried that, though I didn't do an early bird process. If I started my process very early, I might be securing a scholarship, but it was due to a delay, I can able to get a scholarship. But my fees was kind of affordable. It was 10,500 for the entire 18-month course, and they give me an option to pay it first 40% of the fees I have to pay before the admission, before entering into the college. After entering into the college, the 60% of the amount can be paid separately. So it's a wiser option for me to pay, for the another 18 months of time, you can pay the 60%, which is 6,000 euro, directly converted to INR, which is 6 lakhs. So it seemed easy for me to pay it. And the course is more affordable. Even if I did any masters in India, the same price I'll pay. So I felt like, okay, something I will explore, something I'll learn more. I chose my course in Paris.
Yeah, personally, even I felt that this fee structure is very reasonable and it would be helpful for Indian students. So, what is your experience so far with the school?
Okay, like education system, here the education system is not more on techie, it's more on skill. So they'll like always want to teach us what is very important for the day-to-day life. Exams are like not at all exams with a pen and paper. Exams are, they will give a scenario. They'll actually want us to be in a corporate more than a school environment, more than sitting in a room, studying in the book and writing the exam is not at all in my college. We always have assignments, we always have a final presentation, and more on certifications. It's a combination of day by day things rather than that just studying, markupping, writing an exam in an exam room. No, not at all in my course. So I did 2 semesters without writing any exam. I have just only one exam, which is in corporate finance, because corporate finance play a vital role with every courses. They have to learn corporate finance because you can easily understand even your payslip. So they want us to learn corporate finance. Rather than that, I didn't write any exam. Everything is like creating an application, creating a site. Like my course more on project manager in an IT field, project coordinator in an IT field. It's like managing a technical IT environment. So they used to assign me some client and we do that, and we did 2 major projects. One with actually a French startup. There I did UI UX design for a month. Yeah, I love that because writing an exam for the 23 years, it seems boring. And after I just did my master's without exams. So I felt like obviously enjoying.
What kind of role we can look forward in this course? Like if you want to apply jobs.
So we could be the project manager, project coordinator, business analyst, data analyst, and even you could go for designing, like you can create a website, so on. But the major 2 structures of the course was designed for project management and project coordination in an IT field. For example, if a company client they want people to be worked in particular field, and I would be the project manager for the entire team, and I assign this work they have to do and this work, like basically assigning, which is more convenient than working in the tools for a long time, because I can't able to stick myself in a particular cabin and do work for a long term. So I could be a good manager. So that's what I just chose this course.
Can you please list out some of your subjects and tools you are actually learning currently in your program?
Okay. So currently I'm not getting into any proper technical program except Python, because Python is a very important tool to filter all the data. So I used to learn Python whenever I need it, very importantly. And the major tools are Google Analytics and Power BI. These are all the major tools I use, and Figma I use a lot, and Excel as we use. Even now, I'm currently doing a SAP certification, SAP S4HANA, which
Okay.
was recommended by my college. Like, I have to do 2 certification to secure my degree. I did Scrum for project management and this SAP S4HANA for the business implementation. Back in India, my engineering, I used to always be in a tool. Like, we use MATLAB, we use Python, we use C++, we use HTML, and we use a lot of tool to design. But I was very confused. I'm an electronic and communication engineering. Why I have to be on this much tool? More than working in a theoretical laboratory, I have to be in a lab. I have to be in digital electronics lab. I have to be working in a VSL tool. There is a lot of tool to work for an electronic engineer. But, as Indian education system, sometimes I thought, am I a CS student? No, I'm an electronic and communication engineer. It's why I have to be there. Yeah, system is important for everything. But here it's more on creating an application, and I learned a lot of skill which is important for the corporate environment. As I mentioned, Jira, which is a tool we used for project management, and we assign Scalo. Scalo is a tool which is assigned a timing schedule for our duties, which is used for scheduling things.
Among these tools which you mentioned, can you mention some 2 or 3 tools which Indian students can learn prior and come to France so that it will be helpful?
If they want to be in data field, they have to learn 2 major tool, which is Power BI, which is used to visualize the data, because we can't present a raw data to our client who is not technical. If we make the data into visualized thing, they can understand. And the more than tools, what I prefer, if someone really want to come France, they have to learn language more than a tool. Even this country will teach them what they want, but language play a vital role. So I personally prefer more than tool, more than certificate, more than anything, learn the language before jumping into an Europe country.
Yeah. So regarding the language, we have a separate section. So we'll dig in more into that. So what is the class mix like? It is more of French people or international people?
Yeah, like it's an international class, but we are 9 Indians in one class, and one French person was there, and one from Morocco, and a few from Africa. And there is one particular course which is designed particularly for connecting a lot of international people. Like in my course, we have specific people, but when it come to other course, lot of country people was over there. So, but there we learned more on culture, high-end culture, low-end culture, high-end communication, like how we did it. We did a lot for the international communication.
Okay. So you mean overall it is like people are so welcoming and warm all over the country?
Yes, of course.